How are you all feeling? Because you're all very connected to Tonga, so what is the immediate reaction?
At the moment, what's going on over there, it's the main topic on the news. It's everywhere at the moment, and for myself and Tesi, our families over there have all their phones are down at the moment, and my dad is in America at the moment and trying to get in contact over there as well to let us know. But right now we're just sitting tight, and hopefully they can use their phones soon so we can find out if they're all right, or if anything has gone wrong with them. So we're just sitting tight at the moment, and fingers crossed that they're all okay.
How hard's that uncertainty of not knowing?
Yeah, it is very hard. Even when it first came about, and I was straight onto the phone to my dad to see if he had contact, and he said he didn't have any contact at that time. And just as soon as he said that, just put the phone down and pray and hope for the best, and hopefully that they're all okay and safe.
As Steele was just saying, there might be some ways that Broncos fans can help. What are some ways that they can sort of help out?
I will, from my behalf, like Steele said, that my first jersey and the pair of boots that I wear in the round one game will get auctioned off to raise some money for the Tongan community and for my family as well over there. And same as to the other two boys behind me, they're going to do the same. And just maybe if there's other people out there, and if you want to donate stuff, that us boys and the club will find something for them to be able to do it from outside of the footy as well. So I'd be much appreciated for the people out there to donate as well.
So it's all pretty early stages, but have you started to brainstorm how you can help it, and is there an opportunity for any of you to go over?
Well, I was just talking to the boys this morning actually, when everything has calmed down and they have got their phones back on and we can communicate from that sort of point. It would be pretty good for us Tongan boys from the club if we could go over and help them, even if it was at the end of the year or in the middle of the year, that we could go over and start helping them build back their houses. Like Delouise, his family have lost their house at the moment. So Tongan isn't they work hard for everything they've got over there, and all their houses and that are from what they've built for themselves to put a roof over their kids and families' heads. So maybe later on down the track, us boys could go over and give them a hand and bring it back and to where they were.
I've seen the Melbourne Storm, they're dedicating, and the Warriors are dedicating one of their trial matches to Tonga. Is there, could you even raise the idea of maybe taking a pre-season match there?
Yeah, definitely could do. My first time over in Tonga was actually probably the best time of my life. With all the people over there, they love their football. They're die-hard fans of the footy and the Tongan background. And maybe later on down the track we could sit down and talk to the bosses and that here, and see if we could go over there and have a game. For the fans, and whatever we make from that could go to the community over there.
How much does it mean to you to wear that Tonga jersey? Because you've done it in the past, and I've seen the look in your eyes. How much does that mean?
Yeah, it means a lot. Like I said, it took me 21 years to finally meet my father, my real dad, and after I met him, and I wanted to get to know his background of my Tongan side, and I'm a big culture person, and I love learning new things about my culture, and one of them was to learn a bit about my Tongan side, and I eventually got to do that. Like I said, I went over to Tonga after we beat Australia, which was the biggest thing for them over there, and that day that we beat Australia on, it's a public holiday over there for them now, so that's how big it was, and it was the best time of my life, and it means a lot.
Now, sorry, it's probably really emotional. You've got a family over there. Can you just explain your connection to
Yes, so my mum and dad are both Tongan. I was actually born in Tonga and lived there until I was 6. I haven't been back, but my mum was saying that her family home that was built by, her mum and dad, was actually destroyed in the tsunami. And at the moment, it's pretty much like Kotoni was saying, it's pretty much a waiting game with all communications down. we want to send our love and thoughts and stuff to them, but they probably won't be able to see this at the moment. But we just know that we'll stick together, and when everything clears out, dies down and clears, that whatever help that we can give through the club and through the Tongan community here in Australia and New Zealand, we'll do whatever we can.
I don't want it to be a silly question, but how are the emotions? Like, it's obvious that everyone's pretty emotional.
Yeah, well, my emotions are more for my mum and dad, mostly my mum. Her mum is still in Tonga, and some of our family in Ahau and Kolomotua, we haven't had any communications with them, so we're just hoping that we are able to hear from them. They said it's apparently like 2 weeks until we can get communication with them, just with like all the cables and stuff down from the eruption. So the emotions are pretty high, but I just want to be there to support my mum, mostly.
So right now you're not sure if you've lost family members or not, or?
No, I'm unsure at the moment, and I'm just waiting to hear from my mum, because my mum, she's like Radio Tonga. She knows everything about what's happening in Tonga. So once she knows, then she'll pass that on to me, and then I can help whenever.
Is it hard to come out and train today and focus on that when you've got so much going on?
I think it's hard in any aspect, being at training or being at home, but have to try and be professionals and do our job. But as soon as we know, like the club was saying, we'll do whatever we can from the club and the players' perspective.
How helpful is it having your Tongan brothers here, where you can like sort of talk about it together?
No, it's really good. Like Kotoni was saying, we're talking this morning, and I've always wanted to go back to Tonga. I haven't gone back since I've left. So like being able to talk to Kotoni and Tesi and these boys, it's really helpful for me personally. And I know, like Kotoni was saying, just brainstorming and talk about what we can do. I think it just calms us down and makes us a bit more clear-minded about what we could do.
Tesi, can you explain your connection to Tonga, and I guess seeing the vision, how does it make you feel?
Just watching all the videos, or posted on social media, it's just heartbreaking. You've seen everyone scatter, water just rolling through you. You get emotional. First thing my mum was saying to me, I wonder if her auntie, because my auntie has 2 kids with her, and she's worried about if they're not eating, where they're sleeping. It's going to be cold. We just don't know yet. So it's devastating, and it's not what what we want right now. But thoughts and prayers are with them, and hope they're all good.
So why did you all want it? Like, why was it that you wanted to come and speak about it, Tesi?
Just so when connections all back up, they can see this and see the love we have for them. Because Tonga's a very strong country, and they're all diehard fans, and all close family and all. So yeah. And
so, do you have many family members over there?
Yeah, all my mum's family, most of my aunts and that, 2 kids that I know of. But yeah, I still got a lot of family down there. Just with what's happening right now, I'm still not sure. Just hoping they're all good, and yeah.
How hard is it not being able to like even text, or like we take technology for granted, and all of a sudden it's just cut off?
Yeah, it's tough, not knowing if they're all right, and that, especially seeing my mum and dad, just stressing, messaging, still no response. That's the hardest thing. Both my mum and dad are from Tonga. It's sad to see them sad, knowing their families struggling right now. No one knows what's happening right now. We just hope they're all good, and yeah.
Tesi, obviously you've got an opportunity to speak to the people of Tonga. What would you like to say to them?
We just hope you're all good. We're sending all our love and prayers to you. Stay strong. We're praying for you, and yeah.
Do any of you speak any Tongan?
Mandela.
So what's that?
Do you speak?
My mum and dad spoke Tongan at home when I was really young, and I used to speak fluent Tongan when I was obviously living in Tonga, but sort of gotten away.
Do you know anything? Do you have any, like, do you know? No. Okay.
No, sorry.
No, that's okay. And then just maybe in terms of like raising money out of your jerseys and your boots, just with that, Tesi, like having the opportunity as being a Bronco and knowing that people will want to buy your stuff. How grateful are you that you are at a club where they support this at the moment?
No, yeah, really grateful for Adam Walsh and all the staff here supporting us. They're all behind us during these tough times. Yeah, so no, it's good.
How much money do you think you can make out of this head?
I don't really think like I would love to raise a lot, but I think like anything big or small is going to be like really appreciated from the Tongan community. So it can be 500,000. It can be something like a lot less than that. But I know just how appreciative the Tongan community is with whatever we can give them. I think the price of support is enough